Transform trials into triumphs. Core insights from The Obstacle is the Way. We all face obstacles. They are an inevitable, unavoidable part of life. A difficult boss, a financial crisis, a sudden illness, a creative block. These roadblocks can feel overwhelming, unfair, and debilitating. Our natural instinct is to complain, despair, or try to go around them. But what if this instinct is wrong? What if the obstacle itself contains the very solution we seek? This is a radical and empowering premise of Ryan Holiday's modern classic, The Obstacle is a Way. Drawing on the timeless wisdom of Stoic philosophy, Holiday argues that the path to success, fulfillment, and resilience is not found by avoiding hardship, but by meeting it head-on and using its force to our advantage. The book's central thesis, inspired by the Roman Emperor Marcus Aurelius, is simple yet profound. The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way. In other words, the problem is not a detour. It is the path forward. By learning to reframe our challenges, we can transform them from sources of stress into fuel for greatness. Holiday breaks this transformation down into a practical, three-step framework: perception, action, and will. Step 1. The discipline of perception. Control your perspective. The first and most critical step is to manage how we see our obstacles. The Stoics believe that it is not external events that harm us, but our judgment about them. A failed project isn't inherently a catastrophe. We label it one. The discipline of perception is about stripping away the subjective, emotional baggage and seeing the situation for what it truly is, a set of objective facts. Key insights and how to practice it. Practice objectivity. When faced with a problem, consciously resist the urge to panic or assign negative labels like terrible, unfair, or disastrous. Instead, describe a situation in the most neutral, factual terms possible. Instead of, my boss hates my idea, my career is over. Try, my boss provided feedback that my current proposal does not meet the project's goals. I now need to develop a new approach. Reframe the narrative. Every obstacle presents an opportunity. A job loss is an opportunity to reevaluate your career path. A harsh critique is an opportunity to improve your craft. A tight deadline is an opportunity to become ruthlessly efficient. Ask yourself, what good can I extract from this situation? Focus only on what you can control. You cannot control the economy, the weather, or the actions of others. You can control your response, your attitude, your effort, and your perspective. By focusing your energy exclusively on your sphere of influence, you move from a state of helplessness to one of empowerment. Step 2. The discipline of action. Turn obstacles upside down. Once you have managed your perception, it's time to act. But this isn't about blind, frantic effort. The discipline of action is about strategic, creative, and persistent movement directed squarely at the obstacle. Action is the bridge between a reframed mindset and a tangible result. It's how you physically turn the obstacle upside down and use it as a lever. Key insights and how to practice it. Just get moving. Analysis paralysis is the enemy. Don't wait for the perfect plan. Take the first, most obvious step. Action creates momentum and clarity. As Holiday writes, the Greeks had a word for this, apatheia. It's a kind of calm equanimity that comes with the absence of irrational or extreme emotions. Not the loss of feeling altogether, just the loss of the harmful, unhelpful kind. This calm allows for decisive action. Be pragmatic and creative. If the front door is locked, don't just keep banging on it. Check the windows, look for a side entrance, or find a tool to pick the lock. Problems demand flexibility. Break the obstacle down into smaller, manageable pieces and attack them one by one. Ask yourself, what are all the different ways I can approach this? Focus on the process, not the outcome. Thomas Edison didn't see his 10,000 failed attempts at a light bulb filament as failures. He saw them as 10,000 steps in a process that taught him what didn't work. Concentrate on giving your absolute best effort to the task at hand, moment by moment. The results will follow from that relentless, dedicated process. Step 3. The discipline of the will. Build an inner citadel. Perception and action are powerful, but sometimes they aren't enough. Sometimes, despite our best efforts, we will fail. The obstacle will prove immovable. We will be overwhelmed. This is where the third discipline, the will, comes into play. The will is our internal fortress, our source of resilience, acceptance, and fortitude that no external event can breach. It is the understanding that while we may not control outcomes, we always control our spirit. Key insights and how to practice it. Anticipate failure. Premeditatio malorum, the Stoics practice premeditating evils. This isn't pessimism, it's preparation. By contemplating what could go wrong, you mentally rehearse for adversity. When challenges arise, you're not surprised or broken, but ready. Ask, what is the worst-case scenario and how would I endure it? Practice acceptance. Amor fati, this is a Stoic concept of loving one's fate. It means not just tolerating what happens, but embracing it as necessary and purposeful. Whether success or failure, good fortune or bad, you accept it as part of your path. This acceptance frees you from the exhausting struggle against reality. Build your inner citadel. Recognize that your ultimate power lies within. Your character, your virtues, and your choice to keep going can never be taken from you. Even in total defeat, you can still choose to act with courage, grace, and dignity. This inner resilience is a final, unconquerable triumph. Conclusion: the path is a problem. The obstacle is a way. Provides a timeless playbook for thriving in a world of constant challenge. The three disciplines, perception, action, and will, work in a continuous loop. We see the obstacle clearly. We act upon it creatively, and we endure the results with an unconquerable will. The next time you face a trial, big or small, resist the urge to see it as a misfortune. Instead, see it as an invitation to practice objectivity, to act with courage, and to build an unbreakable inner strength. Remember a profound lesson at the heart of this philosophy. The obstacle is not in the way. The obstacle is the way.